as a professional athlete. So good to see that Reese is still in there, and hopefully he can keep going. Have a great day.
I wonder how that man in black's feeling right about now, Ali Day. The job's almost done. He's just got to make sure he continues to be consistent and try and hold off one of two Ecksteins.
He's got 5 points, but he just doesn't want Kane Eckstein winning, does he? Because if he did
Look
that
how
happen,
determined.
he has to finish second.
He's a ferocious customer, isn't he? He's right into this.
He's a bulldog, and he will keep fighting and fighting and fighting.
He's not a tall man, but he's just packed with muscle. He's ripped, he's powerful. He's an endurance athlete, but now he's showing himself to be a star in the short course format. And the boys really sprinting down the beach. It's getting serious now. 3 more will drop out. We start with 14, and there's that little sandbar once again to negotiate.
Look at the turn of pace.
Great technique, Trevor. They are just on song here, going across that little hole there.
Gee.
Kane Eckstein in the first race was back in the last 5. Now he's up in the front 5. It's become an endurance race, and it is on for young and old.
The intensity of what these guys are attempting is hard to fathom in a way. That was a 90% sprint at the start of the race.
It was, and the blood's pumping, and, you know, you start to sting because immediately they're up on their knees. So, you know, everything is still and not moving in their knees and their legs. So the lactic acid starts to pour a little bit there.
Let me say this, Howie. You said that was like a 90% effort. That is 100% effort.
Yeah.
Like the start of a race, it doesn't matter whether it's a 10-minute race or a 4-hour race. You have to go flat out for that first 10 to 20 seconds. You got no choice, because to be back in the back of the field where you see Hugh Doherty is right now, it's only 10 metres, but it means to try to get through that wash there's nearly impossible. And Trev, trying to get through that wash when you're tired, you're into the 3rd race of 5, you don't want to be having to do that.
Well, you really see it as the race gets on. You know, getting the 2nd or 3rd leg, the guys at the back are still struggling, and they're also stuck behind wash, and the guys at the front are relaxed and loose and enjoying themselves, you know. So it's so important to get a good start in this and then hold your corner, you know, be on the inside and hold your ground.
Kane Eckstein leading the field. The man has a record 5 Coolangatta Gold in a row under his name, and that's an endurance 4-hour event. He's won both the endurance events in this series at Surfers Paradise and Perth in the marathon. Are you surprised to see him being able to make this transition? Because he said himself, yeah, the short races, I'm not fast enough.
Yeah, a little bit. I am actually a little bit surprised. I think that, you know, I think he's sort of thinking and believing now that he can do the whole thing. I must say that he has won, well, he's got 3rd in an Australian Open Ironman final to his brother who won that. And when he was younger, he was good at the short distance races. What happens when you start training for endurance races? You actually lose some of your speed. And Nick, by doing that, it just means that you don't have that sort of zip off the mark. But he's changed his training round, and he's got a lot more zippier.
Yeah, you can get it back. You can start to do some specific things to get that speed back. And quite obviously, he has the ability there. You talk about shorter levers or long levers, and Mark talks about him being only a small, you know, small guy. Sometimes that's an advantage when you want to stroke rate fast.
Yeah, well, he's one of those guys where the pain just doesn't seem as bad. He'll soak the pain up mentally and handle it, and he'll do what he needs to do. And if there's a dogfight out there, he's happy to be in it. And if you're going to throw a punch at him, he'll throw him back just as hard. That's what he's like.
The boys just getting that very small shore break in. Hugh Doherty from the right. Shannon Eckstein is there, Wes Berg, then across to Kane Eckstein and Corey Jones as the boys hit the beach. Some very, very fit-looking units in front of a crowd of reasonably fit-looking units.
Well, Ali Day's sitting back at the moment, so we need to do the count, and we're going to take 11 through from this. So we need to see where Ali Day is. The last 3 will miss out, and he was back last time I looked.
Does he look as sparkling as we've seen him in past, Ali Day?
No, I don't think so. I think he's a little bit flatter. Doesn't mean he can't do it today, because he's got a 5-point start. And he's back in there now. He's back fighting in 7th position. So he's in the good spot. You know, you don't know who's caging though, do you?
No, that's right.
Kane Eckstein's going out. Is Ali Day holding back 10%? He's puffing though. Look at him now.
No, he looks like he's hurting
sucking
a bit.
it in. His heart rate's at max. So to have Tommy Trenbath run past him means that he's really working at a high rate.
The only advantage here is he's going into swim with Kai. So, you know, potentially what he can do is sit right on Kai's waist and get a little bit of an easier ride just to try and conserve some energy. But Kai's outrunning him.
Trev, I'm a little bit concerned for Ali Day. I've got to say, watching him run around then, he's labouring. Doesn't mean he can't fight back in this race, but it's not the Ali Day that I remember for the last couple of races.
Yeah, mate, I reckon we talked about it a bit too with the women's, where the mind starts to go. You feel that way, and I'm sure at his age, he hasn't got a huge amount of maturity. He must be thinking about that point score. He must be a little bit out of the present moment, and that's going to affect him. And the other thing is Kane Eckstein. Last year, Shannon Eckstein and Kai Hurst had one of the Australian Ironman titles of the century, I thought. They were both so determined, At the end of it, Kane Eckstein was 1 wave behind. Don't worry about him. He can sprint. He can win a 12-minute race, no problems at all.
The words of the 6-time Australian Ironman champion Trevor Heaney. Big story developing here at Noosa Heads. Only 11 men go through. Ali Day at this stage, he is in the red zone. He is back in 12th position. Needs to make up 1 position to continue on his quest for his first Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman crown. Stick around, we are set for an absolute corker of a finish. Things hotting up in round 6 of the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman series. 31 degrees now, 25 in the water. Glorious day for a swim, unless you're going at the pace of these boys. And Ali Day is under the pump. He's got to finish in the top 11 positions to continue on. And at this stage, he looks like he's right on the borderline of that.
Now he's just inside, so you'll see behind him, there's the black cosy of, or singlet of Ali Day.
There
behind him.
There.
Well, there's 4 now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 behind. Ali Day has swum past 2 competitors since we last looked. So good on you. He's worked his way up. He's working hard, and he is now in 8th position. 11 go through after this 3rd race to go into the 4th race. It is a war of attrition today. If you've just joined us, 5 races today. We knock out the back 3 each race. There's a 10-minute rest between each race. Races take about 15 minutes. It is hot here, really, really hot at Noosa. No breeze, no surf, 30 degrees air temperature, 25 in the water, and Kane Eckstein, the machine, the man who is an endurance animal, is forcing the pace and making Ali Day work for it.
A bit of chat going on there between Shannon and Kane. Shannon had a big look back to see who was behind him, almost counting spots. How much effort do we need to make here? They're really working as a team there, Shannon and Kane, and a few words from Shannon to Kane.
Well, Ali Day has to get through this round or he will not win the series.
Is that him picking up a
so
wave?
Ali Day there in the black. He's on a wave now, body surfing. So Ali Day, you need to hang in there, mate. If your dream is to win the series this year, you need to fight and fight like you've never fought before.
This is the swim league. He is a fighter, this man. Don't worry about that. The ski league is still to come. He's in a comfortable position at the moment, but directly behind him, there is about 4 blokes in a battle. He would be in a bit of trouble. There is Ali Day, and Matty Poole is on his hammer at this stage, as is Tommy Trembath. The boys queuing up to try and get a position. Corey Hill looks like he's involved as well. So you've got to finish in the top 11, and Ali is cutting it reasonably fine.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to have a bad next leg. The next leg being the ski league, and there are some good ski paddlers in the field. Just know, though, that the guys that are in there right now are the best in the world at what they do. And because of that, it is a tough day out there for Ali. Hayden, on the beach, you've got someone for us?
Yeah, Troy, we talked a lot about heat and the conditions today. Me and you, we're standing here sweating. We're not even going around the cans like these blokes. What sort of conditions are these guys, putting their body through right now?
Yeah, the water's warm, the sand's boiling, and the air's stinking hot. So they're struggling. There's no relief at all, and hour and a half of racing, it's hard work for them. It's
very, very tough, and you can see Kane's really dominating. We've seen him work hard in these hot conditions before. It's a great race.
It's a short format, but there's 5 of them, so it's still an endurance race, absolutely.
And it's very hot.
Well, Troy Eadie, the team physio, has gone around the whole series looking after the athletes, all the niggles, all the injuries that they've had. And at the moment, we've got some superstars up the front. Corey Jones worked his way to the front, the 2 Ecksteins. Hugh Doherty having such a good round after Coolum last week. But at the moment, there is Kane Eckstein. He needs Ali Day to finish 5 points behind him to win the series. And at the moment, he is looking strong.
Kai Hurst has had a fantastic season, was disqualified in Newcastle, and that was the end of his series championship. Zane Holmes, also a very, very accomplished competitor. Ali Day, that is the battle he doesn't want to get sucked into. One of those boys you would imagine will miss out. And Reese Drury could be his last ever professional Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman race guy.
We're having an award ceremony on Monday night at Noosa Surf Club, and we will be there honouring Reese Drury and Kirsty Holmes, who retires after this year at the age of 38. So Reese, 35 years of age, a couple of kids, and he's moving on to the next stage of his life. And Kirsty Holmes, well, she goes over to Canada on a firefighting exchange program, and she's gone for 6 months. She's over there skiing and the like, and so we farewell Kirsty Holmes as well, the sister of Zane Holmes.
No doubt Reese will have his family here, his wife Renee and daughters Taya and his son Cruz. He's won a Coolangatta Gold, so he's accomplished a lot in this sport.
Yeah, it was an upset that day, and he took the field on, took a big field that had the Ecksteins in there, Kai Hurst and others, and he took the money that day, and it was he made a lot of noise winning the Coolangatta Gold. One of the few that has done that.
Well, all the information and the attention and the news here relates to Ali Day. He's comfortable at the moment, but if someone got a wave and came past him, he'd be in the danger zone. He's in 7th or 8th position at the moment. And you can see the rest of the field right on his hammer. Kane Eckstein continues to impress. He's really making a statement today.
Yeah, he just wants to keep winning races, doesn't he? He's won the first 2 races, very similar to Liz Plumas, and she ended up winning the 3rd race of 3 to win the day and win the series. And is that what's going to happen with Kane Eckstein? With there's 3rd last, so that is out. That's Sam Hamilton. So Sam Hamilton is sitting in that all dangerous position. Tommy Trembath is the same as well. And so looking forward, there's Wesberg fighting as well to make sure that he gets through. Matt Poole's in there, so is Ali Day. So as Mark Howard just said, that wave area, all important. Somebody comes through and the other guys push forward onto the bank. All of a sudden, Ali Day might have to run to the finish to get himself into race 4.
The pace guy, do you think the Eckstein boys have come out and said, right, every race we're going to lead from the front, we're going to set a red-hot pace, and we're going to make it difficult for Ali to hold on?
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to force the pace. It's going to be like an elastic band. They're going to keep putting pressure and pressure because they feel good. Shannon knows he's back in form. Kane Eckstein knows he wins races, and they're going to team up together. And if Ali Day wins today, he's taking on brothers to do that. And if he walks up the beach with the prize, mate, he deserves it, because you know what? This is a tough day out. And with 2 Ecksteins in red-hot form, what a day. What a day at Noosa Beach.
We continually talk about how tough this man is, Kane Eckstein. Don't doubt the toughness of Ali Day as well. He may have a baby face, he may be a young man, but he is a ferocious competitor. And it looks like after he was in a little bit of trouble, he will convince himself and get himself through to the next race. As Kane Eckstein again is first past the post. Corey Jones is there, Shannon Eckstein, Hugh Doherty. Good to see him continuing on the good form from Coolum Beach. Kai Hurst is through, Big Zapper Zane Holmes is through, and Ali Day is also through in 7th position. Well done, young man. Your series is alive, your championship is alive. Hayden, Nicole, gee, he's under the pump, but he's pushing on. Can you get a word with the man?
Yeah, I'll try and get a word with him. Ali, under the pump a little bit there. How you feeling?
Yeah, good. That's a hard day. It really is. I wish it was 4 races like Newcastle, not 5.
Is it a tactic? I mean, you look like you're a little bit tired. I don't want to try and psych you out or play with your head. You did look like you were tired, though. Or did you try and count the places and try and hold something back?
Yeah, I think you do. You do try and count where you are. You do start getting a bit nervous, but yeah, I'm doing a bit tough today, so I'm going to hang on for one more. I'll be stoked.
What can you do between now and the next race to try and recover? Because the Ecksteins are there. They're working pretty tough together.
Oh, yeah, they are. They're at the front. They're working hard today, and I think, you know, they're the ones to win the beat, I think. So if I can get through one more and just forget about the last 3 and think about the next one.
OK, you're only a young boy. We'll go to Hayden. I think he's going to chat to Reese when he comes across the line. He's coming across the line now. So well done, Ellie. We'll let you go and recover as we wait for Reese. Last race here, Hayden, so it's a big moment for him.
It's a very big moment for Reese. Wes giving him a big hug. What about that cheer? Crowd was loving it. Reese, you better come across the line, mate. There we go. Well done, mate. What about that crowd when you came across the line? Here comes your fan club. Mate, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Hayden. Bit emotional at the moment. I didn't think I would be, but yeah, it's been a long time and I've had a ball.
Mate, it's great. So is this officially the last Nutri-Grain race for yourself?
Yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, definitely it. The boys are just going too quick now, and that is true. I'm just off the pace now, and the time's right, and I've had a ball, and just want to spend some time with my family now and coaching nippers at Mooloolaba and just enjoy the next stage of my life.
That's exactly right, mate. You've got a big fan club here for you, and your family's definitely there supporting you. Congratulations. Well done in everything you've done with the whole Ironman series. You're a great bloke, mate. Congratulations.
Thanks so much, Hayden. And thanks to everyone. A big hi to my mum and dad and brother and sister back and through. I love yous. Good mate.
Oh, good on him. Well done, Reese.
Well, a Terry Reese jury, and it just shows you what this sport means to these men. He has been an ornament to a sport, and congratulations to Reese, his entire support group, his family, his coaches, and everyone that's got him to where he is. And you could just see how much it does mean to him.
It's made me upset.
Indeed. Well done to Reese Drury. Well done to Kane Eckstein, Corey Jones, and Shannon Eckstein. Hugh Doherty, Kai Hurst, Holmes, and Ali Day are through. There is 11 men in the next race. Goodbye, Sam Hamilton, Alex Tibbetts, and congratulations, Reese Drury. 11 men left. Both boys are involved. It means a lot to this sport, and there is Reese Drury. That is no doubt his young daughter, Taya. It's been a big day for him. His son, Cruz, congratulations. He is a wonderful man in a wonderful sport. Plenty to come from Noosa Heads.